Hey Taurus babies, it is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I ain't got no words right now. I don't know if it's March going out with a bang, because it sure didn't go out like no damn lamb, or if this is just April anxiety. I have no idea. But I am just sitting on the edge of my chair. By now, today is March 31st. I should have been done with Taurus and whatever other sign kissing in a tree. I am only halfway through. Oh Lord. It has been a month. Let me just say this. Today is March 31st. And I am so thankful that this is the last day of this little funky ass month, because this has been, they can just throw March 2019 in the garbage. I'm done. There were a lot of, before I throw the whole thing away, let me just say there were a lot of good points this month as far as romance is concerned, for those of you that either started something or restarted something. Those of you that were just kind of status quo and maintaining, you shouldn't have had too many upsets this month. Pretty much just the same old, same old. But the rest of the month, with everything else, job and people and processes and Mercury retrograde and shit, let's just be over it. So Taurus, instead of playing around with this week, I'm going to do a weekly update this week, just because I'm frustrated and pissed the fuck off. I want to know what's happening, and I'm going to assume you guys want to know what's happening too. So this is going to be April 1st through April 6th for Taurus 2019. This is your weekly update, Monday through Saturday. I'm going to pull those 6 cards. I'm going to do my usual. I'm going to pull those 6 cards. I'm going to pull 1 for overall energy. I'm going to pull 3 for guidance from the universe. And I'm going to pull an oracle card, because I'm just done. Last month, just done. And I think some of the reason I'm so angry is because I made a lot of rookie mistakes last month, or March. We're still in March. A lot of rookie mistakes this month in terms of just general things like paying bills, dealing with people, things that I know better than to do or not do. I don't know, Mercury had me jacked up. So I'm mad as hell. Because now I got to deal with a whole bunch of dumb shit from Mercury retrograde. And Uranus back into Taurus here about a week ago. So then you got that. Yeah, I'm over some shit. I am really over some shit. So let's get down to the brass tacks. Again, this is for Taurus. It's a weekly update, April 1st through 6th. I'm going to pull 6 cards. Do 1 for overall energy, 3 for guidance, and 1 from the oracle. So let's get started. Monday, 3 of Wands. Tuesday, Tower. Wednesday, Princess of Wands. Thursday, 5 of Swords. Friday, 3 of Cups. Saturday, Temperance. Under the bottom of the deck. Oh, Jesus. We got the 8 of Cups moving off the rocky in onto the firm. Oh, Jesus, help me. Okay, let's get it started. Let's get it kicking. Let's get it cracking, Taurus. So for tomorrow, 3 of Wands. And I know in either Taurus Pisces, Taurus Aquarius, Taurus Capricorn, or Taurus Sag, I think it was Taurus and Sag, I brought up, the card came up, the 3 of Wands, and I brought up the fact of working with people. And I think I did a private reading yesterday, and the 3 of Wands popped up. In that instance, it wasn't so good. But let me just say this. Overall, Taurus, we, in part because it's springtime and some other shit, but for real, we're in an energy, all the zodiac signs are in an energy of collaboration, in part because you got all these planets doing shit they don't normally do, like Uranus. He ain't been in Taurus in 82 or 83 years. So that's a change. And usually the knee-jerk reaction to when you experience any kind of change is to reach out. So there's a lot of collaboration in the air, but be mindful. Everybody that wants to work on your team is not really about you. They might want to be like you. They might want to hang around you. They might want to sit up under you, but they really ain't about you. They're doing shit for their self. So be mindful of that tomorrow when you go to work and people, oh, be on your team. Oh, be doing this. I'm going to work with you on the project. Yeah. Be friendly. Be courteous. Be nice. But yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And certainly, you know who the troublemakers are. Don't give them anything. Hide and by. Leave it at that. I know sometimes we forgive a little too much, and we want to make everybody our friend. And yeah, no, not this week. That's not happening. On Tuesday, this shakeup is about work. For some of you, it might be about romance, but this is about the structure of things. And so anything that you're dealing with right now that's not or has not been built on a firm foundation, you will begin to see the cracks and crumbles. And especially with Mercury coming out of retrograde, when was it? Thursday, Friday, tomorrow's Monday. So even though Mercury stationed and it begins its forward period going back straight, understand those 14, 15, 16 days after Mercury goes straight is retracing its steps. So the last 2 weeks that you had in Mercury retrograde, you may have felt a certain way, saw certain things, heard certain things. Going back over that, that's what you're getting ready to do. And usually when Mercury retraces its steps, you get the other side of what you didn't get the first time. So if you ran into an ex 2 or 3 weeks ago, like Mercury retrograde will do, just dump people from your past right in your path, and you were kind of going, ooh, I wonder, and kind of in that maybe I might could mode. When you go back through those 2 weeks in forward motion, you will begin to see what's wrong with trying to go backwards. And that's Mercury retrograde's job, is to bring things in our path so we can reconsider, reevaluate, reassess. But when it gets straight, you can see why you didn't, why you left, why you stopped talking to whoever. You'll see that. But it kind of, when it happens, it kind of gives you a better perspective of what the situation may have been versus when you were in it and trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. So we want to be mad at Mercury all the time. It's always fucking up everything. But for real, it gives you a different perspective. And if you notice, as you come out of Mercury retrograde and you look back at the things that just got dumped in your path, you'll be like, oh, I hadn't even thought about that. I'm glad I did leave. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. If you feel like that, or if you get that kind of result from Mercury retrograde, then Mercury has done his job. So this shakeup on Tuesday, this is work related. There's some secrets that are going to come out. They don't have anything to do with you, Taurus. But you're going to be standing there going, why is the lady being thrown out the damn window? So if you look closely, that little blue streak right there, this lady who was just straight thrown out. Someone at work has not been who you thought they were. And they had a very different purpose of why they were there. And because that situation was not really official, I'll put it that way, you will see the foundation of that beginning to crack. People that are that have been placed in positions of authority, and this is feminine energy coming back to me. So I'm gonna say it probably is a woman who's probably sitting in a high place and got put there, and everybody just was kind of going, why did she get that job? Well, now you're going to see and hear why, and you're also going to see the beginning of that person's foundation begin to crumble. I'm looking at the tower in context of the whole week, and so there's a lot of different flows here. It's not all one thing or the other. So I'm personally not feeling or seeing this as a personal, your romance is getting ready to get all jacked up. This is work. This is definitely work. And keep your distance, but watch. Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and sit on the sideline and watch everything that's going on, because there's a lesson here for you, Taurus. I don't know if you're thinking about getting a promotion or changing jobs, but in changing jobs, moving up, watch what goes on in this scenario. It's going to change the routine of your day. And it's going to change some things about your personal job, but it's not about you. It has nothing to do with you. So don't go to work Tuesday shit scared and like, I'm going to lose my job. No, that's not that kind of energy. For Wednesday, the Princess of Wands. Again, this is going to drag from Tuesday to Wednesday. And the Princess of Wands is telling me, learn. Learn. Obviously, behind Tuesday, with all of this shake up and shit, conversation is not going to end on Tuesday at work. So again, be interested, act concerned, do whatever you have to do to, you know, to not be an oddball in this situation. But don't give a lot of advice. It'll probably be obvious to a lot of Tauruses. As practical and pragmatic as we can be at times, it's going to be very obvious what the hell happened. And we are going to be real ready to go, hey. Well, you know, I told them they should have been doing it. Go sit down, Taurus. This is a wand card. This is about fast communication, fast learning. You have to learn on the go with this. But it's fire. That's that energy. So beware so you don't say something out of turn. Again, Mercury just went straight. So there's still going to be an air of fog and misunderstanding. So learn. Because you'll hear conversations probably at work on Wednesday and go, true, wow. Don't add it. Don't add anything to it. Don't take anything away. Don't add anything or take anything away from what's being done. But learn this. Your opinion is not really needed here. Let me just say that. But learn, watch, keep your eyes wide open and watch. This is not going to resonate at the same level for everybody. For some people, it will be big and dramatic. For other people, it'll be a small thing like, they should have fired him 6 weeks ago anyway. That kind of stuff. But just keep those comments to yourself, Taurus. For Thursday, the Five of Swords. And this has been coming up a lot too with this energy about looking at situations and doing the same thing over and over again, thinking you're going to get a different result. Five of Swords in this instance is telling me that you are going to need to change your attitude about what's going on. And again, this is resonating back for work, not so much at home. You're going to need to change your attitude about what's going on around you. And again, with the Tower at work on Tuesday, they're probably going to fight naturally be some things that you're going to have to just stand there and go, that kind of energy. So be mindful of that. In doing that, in changing your attitude or your perspective on it and changing how you attack certain things, you'll begin to see where some of the hiccups are that you may have in your job currently, and where you can make better inroads doing something else. On Friday with the Three of Cups, maybe some happy hours, maybe some get-togethers after work. And if they don't actually happen on Thursday, you'll definitely be talking about Friday or Saturday or maybe even the week after. I know a lot of schools out here have already been on and done with spring break, not so much back east. They're probably just getting into the week off of spring break. So this is going to be more about getting together with folks. And what is this? Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So again, if it doesn't happen on Friday, you'll be talking about either the week following or maybe the day after, Saturday, getting together, having drinks. Maybe somebody might cook, potluck type thing. So that's not a bad energy. You may run into some people you haven't seen. Again, you're still dealing with the residue of Mercury retrograde, so it may circle around some people in a professional sense that you haven't seen in a while. Nothing really fresh. I don't want to say fresh, but nothing really as far as friends are concerned. You're not really running into new groups of people. You're really running into groups of people that you've known or been around before. Not a bad time. If you do decide to do something, you definitely will have a good time, and might wish to do it again, just to throw that out there. For Saturday, all about moderation and balance. If you are anywhere in your life out of balance, Taurus, Saturday would be a good day to get that in check. The overall energy off them cups onto the ground, which we like the ground. We don't like the cups because that's not firm terra firma. Things are changing, but the good thing about it is that whether we know it or not, whether we see it or not, we are moving off of ground that we thought was sure onto things that are definitely with a better and firmer foundation. So that's the overall energy for the week. And considering what's going on at work, that shakeup is definitely going to put your position, your office, your job, your department on better footing. And it may not seem like it at the time because I just hear people going, what? Oh my God, what? Yeah, that kind of crap. So because this is happening, it's also helping you get off the cups and onto the firm ground. Let's see what universe has for guidance for this week, Taurus. I feel a little better, I think. A little bit. It's been a bad month. Oh, sorry. It's just been ugly. All right. 5 of Wands. Double card. 6 of Swords. So the universe is saying to us, let's keep the chaos down and let's get focused. A reminder, Mercury is out of retrograde. And so if you've had the scattered thinking like I have for the last 3.5 weeks, this is a good time to get out of the fog, look at everything that you looked at during the last month, because you may have missed something, you may have misread something, conversations that you've had, if you've been unsure, if you were uncertain of what they said, get clear on it. This is the week to get clear on it. Don't wait to get to Easter, y'all hear me, and start talking about, well, last month. No, do it now. Do it now. Do not procrastinate so you can, all universe is telling you is get focused. Get off this runway, highway mess you've been on for the last 3.5 weeks. Get refocused so you can move ahead. The double card is telling me that any illusions that you've had, and this is not relationship, I'm trying to see if it's relationship oriented. Again, this is really about business. Any distortions that you've had, the lovers are in there, but I'm not looking at them. I'm looking at the red eyeball. And that's telling me that any illusions that you've had or anything that's distorted about work, and for a very small few of you, anything that's been distorted about a relationship, but this is really about work relationships. Anything that's been distorted, blown out of proportion, over exaggerated, lied about, whatever, you will see where those flaws are, and the universe is telling you you need to get them straightened out. Whatever it is, if it's a person that you're dealing with, you need to deal with the situation or let the person go. If it's bigger than that and it's your job and you feel like you're not being told everything you need to do your job, maybe it's time to start looking. This is a major arcana card, one of only 3 on the board, the Tower and Temperance. I know this is big. Whatever this is, it work. And like I said, for some of you, it'll be smaller, just depending on your circumstances. But for a lot of you, it's going to be something you're going to go, ooh, what? Any illusions that you have related to anything, make sure you get clear on them. If during the last month, I'm going to say this again, just like I did with the 5 of Wands, something at work has been said and you weren't clear about it, or if it's not in writing, get clear on it. Because if you don't, this is going to cause some big problems later on. For a very small portion of you, relationship, if you're not clear on something about your relationship, the direction that it's going in, whatever, get clear on it. This is the week to do that. So any illusions that you think you may have about something, the truth is going to come out about them, but you need to get on top of it before it gets on top of you. The 6 of Swords, once again, Off the cups, onto terra firma, out of the choppy water into smoother seas. Universe is confirming that for you. It's exactly what the hell you're trying to do. It may be a good time now to dig inside, maybe start doing some journaling or meditating. I know the weather is getting better everywhere. Winter's kind of getting past us here. I know it's still snowing back east, the Midwest and Ohio in certain places, but if it's nice enough for you to get outdoors and take a walk, take a brisk walk, do it. Do it, because it'll help you clear whatever illusions. Here we go with this. Things that you thought were a sure thing, even though they really had anything to do with you, but you just knew it was a sure thing and this person wasn't going anywhere. Yeah, you make good time. Get out of them choppy waters and get onto some smooth seas. Clear your heads about taking a spiritual journey inside. It might be a good time to do that, because if you've been particularly disillusioned by something, it's a good time to clear that up. The energy that I'm getting back as far as relationships are concerned, I don't feel any termination energy. I do feel like, just like I'm saying, if there are things that need to be cleared up, this is a good time to do it before you get too far off into the year. And I'm not really feeling any new energy for relationships at this point, so you're really just kind of in a status quo. I have a feeling that's going to be the way it is for the month of April. It's not going to be a whole lot of in and out, new people, old people, that kind of thing. It's going to pretty much be just status quo. So whoever you're dealing with, that's who you're going to be dealing with at different levels. I don't think anything new is really coming for Taurus as far as relationships are concerned until the beginning or middle of May. So if you're single and you're watching this, Taurus, chill. Just chill. Take this month to rest. What I will tell you is that I definitely feel energy and situations picking up as we get further into the year. So if you feel slow and stagnant right now, trust me, put your feet up now while you got the chance. Catch up, binge watch all the crap you need to binge watch on Netflix, Hulu, wherever, because May is going to be a very different month. June is going to be a faster month. By the time we get to the 4th of July, just with relationships and work, and none of it's bad energy, it's new energy and it's changing energy, but you're going to be gone. There ain't going to be nothing about, I need to go home and take a nap. Forget it. It's not going to happen. So while you have the chance to lay out and be the bull that you are, and walk around and look at the daisies and the flowers and remark how wonderful and beautiful the world is, do it now, because you're not going to be able to do it later on. I believe by the time we get to the holidays in the Americas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, all of that, many of you are going to be in very different circumstances, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. So take whatever solace and peace and quiet you can get right now, because this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. With Uranus in our sign, just get ready. Get ready. And like I said, it's all pretty good energy. It's changing energy. I don't feel anything bad. Even if some things are changed and in that moment you're not feeling it, later on you'll understand why it happened and you will be thankful. All right, let's see what the Oracle cards got. Well, I pulled 2, so we're going to do 2. Claim your boundaries. Be generous. Let's deal with this one first. Claim your boundaries. So, tomorrow, Monday, we talked about this collaboration. Do this. Claim your boundaries. And this may be the one time, if it comes up about this little situation at work, claim your boundaries. That'll probably be the one time if you need to speak up and say, oh no, I handle that, blah, 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 and we have blah, blah, blah. And it'll be just like that. Just claim your boundaries. What I'm hearing is don't let anybody take credit for what you've done. Because that energy is bouncing right off this card just like this. Don't let anybody take credit. That shield right there. Don't let anybody take credit for what you've done. You see all those arrows? It's a good thing. So somebody starts talking about, oh, well, I'm a teen 44 and I was doing this and doing that, and no, you didn't. That was me over here. I did that. That was my idea. So claim your boundaries wherever you are. If you feel like you need to do that, do that. Just because we're going through all this crap, do not forget to be generous. It is very easy to get up in your head with the kind of energy that we have going on right now and be like, fuck that. I ain't helping nobody do nothing. I'm going home and I'm going to take care of me. Okay, that sounds good, but for real, we're still human and we still have souls and spirits. So be generous. Be generous with your time. I ain't even talking about your money so much. You know, I know people get funny when you start talking about their coin and who they should or should not be giving to, so I'm not going to talk about the money. But your time and your knowledge. Taurus, we are some of the most intelligent creatures on the planet. We know a lot because we watch a lot and we observe a lot. Be generous with some of that knowledge. I ain't saying give the trade secrets away, but if you encounter people that are struggling, it doesn't hurt to give a kind word and say, well, you know, maybe you want to, and not be imposing and trying to impose what you're doing on somebody else, but just a suggestion or a comment, or even just the, you know what, you're doing a good job today. Be generous, Taurus. Be generous. I'm going to leave it there, babies. I love you so much. I hope you guys, I hope all of us have a good start to April tomorrow, a good week, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.